everybody, how's it going? Headhunter is back with some Rush gameplay on Scene Crossing, and fuck yeah, finally! I pronounced Scene correctly for the first time! So yeah guys, I'm very happy to bring you this gameplay, even though I gotta spoil the end right now in order to explain you why. Basically, I go 35-3 with the IAR, but the reason why I'm so happy to post this gameplay on my channel is not the final score on lead, but the people that I was playing against when I got the score. You'll also notice that when the leaderboard is brought up in-game, the enemy team has many highly ranked players. I think like a guy on their team is Colonel Service Star 47, 48, and the funny fact is that I kill him like 8 times in a row, I think. I get a Nemesis ribbon off him, which is pretty cool, I found, and yeah, more than half of their team is like at least rank 45. And holy shit, it just took out their entire team. So yeah, that's enough bragging about how cool this video is. I'm just kidding with you guys. Now, in this gameplay, I play a little bit more defensively than I usually do, and the reason why I don't rush so much in this gameplay and I don't go so much balls to the walls on those guys is because of the gun that I'm using. I'm using an M27 with the Foregrip and the flash suppressor, and I'm pretty sure no optical attachments because this gun has some pretty cool iron sights like the AK, as mentioned in my first video. So yeah, I'm using the M27, and when you're using an LMG, but I don't think this is the best example because the M27 is not exactly an LMG, it is a hybrid. It's basically a beefed up version of the HK416 assault rifle. So yeah, the M27 isn't exactly an assault rifle or an LMG, it is basically an LMG with many assault rifle characteristics. Like, it's basically an infantry automatic rifle, that's what IAR stands for. It's like the World War II BAR, the M1918 A2. So yeah, it is a pretty cool gun, a very solid choice, very versatile. I could play a little bit more aggressively, but I didn't want to risk that much. I didn't feel like rushing too much this day. And yeah, I'm not using any optical attachments as I said before because it has some pretty cool iron sights. And now I'm using the foregrip in order to reduce the side-to-side recoil and in order to reduce the vertical recoil even further and completely remove the muzzle flash, I'm using the flash suppressor. Now, in my opinion, this is the best light machine gun attachment. Not attachment, like attachment setup. Basically, you're using the foregrip and the flash suppressor. These two attachments are guaranteed to reduce the recoil of the gun and provide you a better view of what you're shooting because the muzzle flash won't be there anymore. Now, you can use any optical attachment that you might want, like on the M60, preferably I found this setup works pretty well. I use the Reflex Red Dot, the foregrip, and the flash suppressor is a very solid choice and makes the gun more viable to a more aggressive player like me. You know, I don't like sitting prone the whole game down a hallway with a bipod waiting for people to come by because that's lame as shit. So yeah, this is a very solid attachment setup. I suggest you guys go try it out. I'll try and make a video with the M64 or any other light machine gun so I can show you guys how effective this is on a true light machine gun and not like an automatic rifle only. What? Get the fuck out of the way, god damn it. Those people are just stupid. So yeah guys, I'm playing on like I'm playing Rush on 225 ticket Rush server, and guys, I gotta say there's something that needs to be done about those high ticket Rush servers. I mean, the defenders are playing pretty much a lost game unless they're playing against total retards, which then again a little retard might sneak by and plant the MCOM. So yeah, a good idea is to pretty much reduce the tickets, like the first base starts with 225, the next base starts with 150, and the final base starts with 75, something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then again, on first base you might get them down to like, what, 100 tickets, then you fall back, boom, another 225. What the hell? And that's a freaking unstoppable force. No matter how bad the other players are, you can't stop them. It's against the physical laws. Well, it's not, but you get my point. And guys, I watched the Black Ops 2 release trailer the other night, and I gotta say, futuristic warfare feels weird. It does indeed. what bothered me a lot, like, not exactly bothered me, but drew my attention was, I watched that FPS Russia video like a week ago before the release trailer was out, and that quad rotor, dude, holy shit, imagine, you know, warfare in like 20 years or something, like, only UAVs, only, you know, killing machines, it's just weird. And like how in every like breakdown video I go and like everybody is, whoa, the XM8 and this and that, and this gun can be converted into like carbine and then a light machine gun and then it's back into an assault rifle form. And it's, wow, it's brand new to, you know, the FPS genre, dude. Many people haven't played Bad Company 2, it's obvious. Like, you had the XM8 prototype, which was the standard assault rifle, like, I think it was the first assault rifle you got, or the second, I don't remember exactly. You got the XM8 Compact, which I didn't really like. I don't know, it felt like weak compared to the AK-74 or an Uzi or something like that. And you had the XM8 light machine gun, which I didn't play around with quite a bit because my favorite LMG was back then was the MG3, which was a fucking beast. Do you remember that sound? Yeah, that was a very good MG3 impression, you gotta admit. So yeah, but it had really low recoil like all the other Bad Company 2 light machine guns, which were quite a bit of pain in the butt. I mean, as much as I like Bad Company 2, I gotta say the LMGs back then were a little bit problematic. I like complaining about how they have high recoil in Battlefield 3. I think it's for the best. As I get greedy there and die one last time trying to get this last guy, I would have done like a 35-2, but you know, anyways, this is GG. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, this has been Headhunter with the weirdest intro on YouTube. Signing out. Peace, people.